Joined here today by CEO David Kerbel on the heels of announcing Rritual Superfoods' first official purchase order numbers, along with key projections for the remainder of 2021 that investors will want to pay attention to. So David, welcome back. Really looking forward to this. Why don't we jump right in today?
You got it. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Well, my man, I'd like to start off with those May purchase orders. The first that investors have heard of them so far. It's great to see it come together for your team. My question for you is, how are your meetings with various retailers going at the moment? And what is the initial response from buyers on your Rritual products? And then after that, do you expect the revenue run rate that you said within your news release to increase monthly and quarterly once you start introducing new products and new locations as well?
Sure. Great questions. So we're real proud of what we've been able to do so far in the announcement that came out today, but it's just the beginning. The retailers have embraced what we're doing, who we are, the natural, plant-based, organic, real help for stressors that are out there in life. There isn't one retailer that we've met with, and got to understand the cycle on retail sometimes takes from the acceptance to the product being on shelf up to 6 months. So we're constantly moving forward with retailers and meeting with them on a daily basis. As a matter of fact, my VP of sales right now is within an ECRM for the European vitamin and supplement and wellness conference right now. I was last night with the customer, and these are all positives. They all understand what we're trying to do, which is help folks maintain a better health, a lifestyle, and really tying into that mental fitness. So yes, the retailers are going very well. We're going to be naming names and sharing that with PR releases over the next 3 to 6 months, and there's some huge ones that we'll be sharing with everyone in the community. As far as month-on-month growth and quarter-on-quarter, that's a no-brainer. As we deliver new stores, we'll be gaining new distribution and revenues. We feel great about that. We really do. We're going to be adding more and more every month, every quarter. I want to talk about the revenue and projections, because it's not just new stores that we'll be gaining distribution and revenue off of. That's the easy way to do it. The base business that we've got with the retailers that we've got great plans in place to grow our business on a month-to-month, quarter-by-quarter basis. For example, we've already published Rite Aid, and Rite Aid, our business is trending online and their .com platform, which is phenomenal. We've got promotions designed to help our customers and consumers, their customers and our consumers, really educate them on Rritual. And we've got those planned out through the end of this year. We'll do that with every retailer. So growth on a monthly basis and on a quarterly basis, heck, I feel terrific about that.
Yeah, and sticking with growth, another question I have is that, a large reason for your great month of May comes on the back of beating your 2021 goal of 2,400 retail locations and 10,000 points of distribution. And you did that within the first 6 months of the year. What led to you being able to not just achieve that milestone, but then now you're doubling down on that projection for the second half of this year?
Right. Great question again, Brandon. Thank you. So there's two parts to that. Number one, we've got a terrific product. We really do, that consumers are looking for, and the demand is out there. But the second part that we shared with you, I think the last time we were talking, is our relationship with Crossmark. Crossmark is one of the world's largest sales agencies. Literally, they represent the who's who, some of the biggest multi-billion-dollar brands in the country. And they've partnered with Rritual, and they partnered with Rritual because we have a differentiated product. We really are that emerging superfoods player and platform, and they get that. So with their 25,000 person strong sales force, with their connectivity to major retailers, we feel very strong about doubling our initial forecast of distribution per store and per point distribution.
Yeah, and I also like really, you mentioned just a moment ago about Rite Aid, and I know there's a lot of Canadian investors within your company may not understand Rite Aid as well as you do, or another American may. They've been doing a lot of revamping of their store. They're putting a lot of money into really making sure they're the store of the future. I know that you've got your products with them as well. Can you go into a little bit more detail into what they're doing with their stores that may bode very well for you and your company?
Sure. Well, Rite Aid, and you know what, this pandemic has taught everyone a lot of things. Rite Aid, in particular, is seeing an increase in their .com business, their online business, and they're seeing increases in store count. And why? Well, folks are looking for natural and healthy and wellness products. Rite Aid's been a leader in that over the past, I'd say, 5 years, really morphing their company into not only a pharmacy, the third largest in the United States, but really that central location to get good, healthy products that are better for you, organic, plant-based, and they're really stepping out. I'll give category manager a shout out here. He's really leading the charge to be part of that, really that next generation of health and wellness products that are natural and organic.
It'll be very nice to see how you continue to progress, but not just them, but throughout all the United States and soon Canada and beyond. So very excited for that. And going over the next question, your main revenues are based on your current points of distribution and the core products that you've launched with your company. But you've now more than doubled that goal. We just spoke about that just a moment ago. But also, you've announced a brand new line of products to go to market with as well. How will this impact your top line for the second half of 2021? And will beverages be added on top of the established distribution with the current SKUs?
Yeah, I will. I'll share this, and I smile when you say that because the beverage business is at my core. And you look at our management team, and everybody within our senior management team has beverage experience. I'll give you my quick. For those that don't know, we were part of bringing Celsius, which is traded on NASDAQ right now with about a $4.5 billion market cap. We got in the beginning of that. We put a game plan together with retail in particular, and we're really following that game plan product, which is what Rritual is to the marketplace. There are other functional mushrooms. There are no other that do the prebiotic, that do the tie-in with adaptogens and functional mushrooms and really give that core to their consumer base. So we differentiated our product. As we get into functional beverages, though, that just excites the heck out of me. We did it. We've done this before. The team, myself, our VP of sales in the U.S. is really teamed up with at Celsius. That's how we met one another. And we feel that this opportunity to be in the beverage business, to be in the functional beverage business, we're going to have some updates as soon as those products are ready to roll out that are actually going to excite the market even more, because all of the growth right now that we're talking about is in our baseline. We've not put in the new growth opportunities, the new distribution points of distribution on beverages or any of our other vegan collagen and the other products that we've got in the innovation pipeline. So I'm excited because we've announced growth on our baseline business, which is terrific and phenomenal, our elixirs. None of that growth includes the new items in powder form, the lattes, as well as the beverages. And we're going to be having these discussions, you and I, again on this one.
Yeah, and it's fantastic to hear and exciting to hear because, just like you said, you put out some really good numbers, a run rate of 1.3 million per month by the end of the year. That's all based on those numbers you just spoke on, let alone newer distribution points, let alone newer products to come to market. So very, very excited to hear that. And we will be having another discussion as more news continues to come out here. But I'd like to quickly, we spoke a lot about the business. I'd like to speak about the stock for just a moment. You've recently seen a recovery in your share price after a rather sharp retrace from the highs you set in late April for your stock. Now, I know you're a newly traded company and price fluctuation, to be very honest, it should be expected in a very new company. But can you comment on what your team is putting together in place to set that foundation for shareholder value creation, not just for today, but for tomorrow as well?
Sure. And prices do fluctuate. I have my opinions. I'm not going to give anyone stock buying advice, but I happen to look at our comparatives and really believe that we're undervalued. But again, a new product, a new listing does fluctuate here and there. Well, what we can control is this. We can control the results we're going to be delivering over the next 3 to 6 to 9 months, stellar performance. So we reach those milestones. We talked about points of distribution. We talked about retail distribution. We've met and exceeded those milestones. As we continue to meet and exceed those revenue numbers, we're going to be able to get in front of shareholders and really share with them the successes we've had. We're on a rocket ship ride. We're just at the beginning of this rocket ship ride. As we gain these new points of distribution, as we gain these new items in our innovation pipeline, I really think you're going to see the stock take off with us here. Again, the comparatives in this marketplace are trading at 23, 24 times revenue. And I'll share this with you here. We got a lot of upside here as we grow and grow, as we keep announcing these new points of distribution, new retailers, our e-commerce platforms taking off week after week growth. You're going to see investors and shareholders be very happy with Rritual Superfoods.
Well, David, I appreciate very much for that answer and all the answers today. Look, I've always been appreciative of executives who will come on, speak about the company, take questions, whether they're easy, hard, whether they're in between, and just help investors better understand the opportunity at hand, whether they are current investors or potentially new investors. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great rest of your day and look forward to speaking to you again, because if I am, that means that we have new news to be speaking on. So I appreciate it very much and look forward to speaking again soon.